Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down. Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Too Tall Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on second down. Moon. Flushed out right. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 37. They'll run on first down. Campbell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw on second down. Moon. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down now. Campbell. And he's brought down. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Looking to throw. Moon. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
To throw on second down. Moon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Certainly decision ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Play clock winding down. They run again with Jackson. And he's got room. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to this.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
Time running out here on the play clock. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So following the penalty, now 1st and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Smith will come in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll try the left side with LT. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. The slot man in motion right. They'll run. Tomlinson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, Campbell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Campbell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down. Moon. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he motions the wide receiver. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 5. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And the play clock's running down. Now it's Jackson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. On the run, this is Jackson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down. That's Jackson. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll need to get the play off quickly. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup, and that enables them to also pick up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Jackson, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second and goal to go now. Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run that time. They couldn't close him down, and now 9 yards makes for a very different situation on 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. And the play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run on 1st down. Campbell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Looking to throw on second down. Moon. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Room to run past midfield. And a cutback right side. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down, Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Play clock winding down. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Jones will come now in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Three-man line, okay? So we play three-man line, okay? So we play three-man line. Watch the hot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Shift together here from the D-line.
Three-man line, okay? So we play three-man line. Watch the hot. 85.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Three-man line, okay? So we play three-man line.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Geno Atkins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash. This from 33. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2. Here's Lott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. And a give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Luck on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On 1st down, it's Lott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lott. They'll roll him out right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Locke. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try the air now with Locke. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg Olsen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they'll have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They run a draw here on second down. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They bring their punter out there now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. On the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Whoa! Let's get it.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Just beating the play clock is Luck. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He got 29 yards that time.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Now it's Luck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Singletary with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Three-man line, okay? So just play a three-man line. 85. Watch the hop.
The play clock's running down. They'll try and throw for it here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give them the first down. They'll set up a throw. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play clock winding down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
85. Three-man line. Three-man line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back now in Arlington. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Time running out here on the play clock. On 3rd down. That's Jackson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 11-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. And the seemingly endless drive continues. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra. 2
yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, it's Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing is Locke. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a first down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 1st and 10, Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Terrell Suggs in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Desperation time for Locke on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he will have a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
It's good to make it 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Left side here to Sanders. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. And he will score It's a touchdown. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Room it, Adrian Peterson off to the races. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Adrian Peterson, 70 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
140, 140.
And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And touchdown. A great play there. 63 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
And he'll bang that one through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They go with Murray again. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Marvin Harrison, 67 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by, and he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Again, it's Murray. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Past the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. DeMarco Murray taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now back out comes the offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. He's got it at the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And now here's a carry heading left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. They work their way back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing. Mariota under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Out to the left here to Reed. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. 3 yards remaining here on second down.
85. It's three-man line, okay? So just play a three-man line.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
85.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First down, Titans, gain of 12. They go back to Murray on first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
140. It's a three-man line, okay? Just play a three-man line. Watch the hunt. It's a three-man line, okay? Just play a hunt.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch the hot. 85. Orange left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Three-man line. Okay, so this play is three-man. Watch the hot. Orange left. Watch the hot.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Time running out here on the play clock. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. A gain of 3, second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
85.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Three-man line, okay? Just play three-man lines left. Watch the hot.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Looking to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a first down.
They accepted the risk, and it was rewarded. What a catch on fourth down to create a first down situation. But one more time, what a catch.
And what a catch. It was close, perilously close to a turnover on downs, but picked up the first.
How about getting his feet down, though? That's footwork.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be third down. Mariota now. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Dontari Poe coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The play clock's running down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. Slot man moves right. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running.
And it's caught. Touchdown. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any off.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Marvin Harrison, 81 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. See if they stay on the ground for second down. The slot man in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now he's fourth and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.